Hi, this is George, and I'm going to continue with my Swatchtober, and today is 19. This is the result of 18 days of doodling, and you might think that as soon as I apply a color, I know instantly what I'm going to do. Then, however, is not true. While sometimes it is, because, for example, I wanted to extend this design here into this section here, then I would follow the general idea in here. But if I wanted to do something different, what I will probably do is do a little freehand doodle, something like this or like this, where I have a kind of a game plan. Now you can use any kind of paper that you want, but I like to do some sketches in my go-to Hanamula bamboo mixed media paper, because if I like it, I'll continue on at another time. But today I'm going to do an example. So I generally like to start in a square format, or you can do a round or triangle, or in this case a rectangle. But I wanted to do blue, green, and maybe mauve transition. So I'm doing waves here. And you can do it ever you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this area here, and I'm going to use my Caran d'Ache. These are water soluble crayons that when you apply it on a dry surface with a bit of water on a brush, you can activate it like watercolor. I'm going to use my Mimic brush. It's a number 6, and it's from Creative Markup. I like the size of this because you can have a lot more play as far as wetting your surface and also moving your paint, or in this case, canvas. So I'm going to go in, and with the same cobalt blue, that I have used in other areas of the doodle. And let's see, with this one, and this is green, actually emerald green. So I am using a new camera because I was having problems with my memory. So I bit the dust and wanted to start, and even though it's kind of a new camera, the process is still the same. And even though I'm not familiar with this camera or phone, I wanted to start now because it's better to experiment and work with something as like in a doodle, as opposed to waiting until you're ready or you know just what you're going to do. Because if you wait until you know what to do, you'll never do it. Or at least me, I won't do it. And trying to soften the blends. And you can do this with watercolor or with acrylics, or in this case, Caran d'Ache. Just have fun. So remember this, the ways. I want to do the ways, but I also want to continue some of the elements here. So I'm maintaining this idea, but I want to change it up just a little bit. I'm going to go in with my blue again. Whatever blue you want to use, go for it. And I'm going to use the round number 4 from Princeton and activate this a bit. And I have water over here, so if I disappear. That's what I'm doing. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for visiting me and watching my video. If you ever have any questions, comments, or whatever, let me know in the comments section below, and I read all of them, but sometimes I may take a bit to get back to you. And I wanted to add a little bit of the violet again down in here to reinforce it further. And maybe a little bit lighter green, which is yellow green. And I'm going to use my paint brush to get some yellow green. And as I'm adding more water, I'm creating a bit of blooms on purpose. Kind of like up here. So this area is really damp, and I'm going to dry it, and I will be right back. I'm going to try something. I'm not sure it's going to work, but here goes. I'm going to load up my brush with the color and a lot of water. A bit more because I think I'm going to need it. And then a bit more water. Good. All right. So far, so good. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to create a bit of a wash. Okay. And going back to the idea here, I'm going to draw in some waves. Okay, so wish me luck and see if it's going to work. Good, so far. And normally I would maybe erase the pencil marks, but in this case, I'm not going to. I'm going to dry it, and I'll be back. Now, I could add more blue, and intensify it, but I want to change it up a bit. So going with my brush again, to the same green, and mix it up, kind of giving me a teal, and using my brush again. Good, I like that. Not only is it changing this blue, is also impacting the purple or the violet. Now I could go in with just purple for the last wave, but I want to try it out and use it first one way. So get my violet, get some water, and make a puddle of this. A bit more, even though there isn't much real estate here. It's always a good idea to get more than you think you are going to use, and a bit of water, but too much water. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to add a bit of this to a bit of that. And let's see. Going in with my number 6. Well, actually, number 4. Clean out my brush. Get a bit of pigment. And see how it dries. Okay, so let's go in with the violet straight from the crayon. Again, you can mess around until you're happy with it. I would say it's done, but you can try it again and see how you like it. And see, let's go for a little bit of detail. Kind of unexpected is always good. Give it a bit more dimension. And remember to clean off your brush on a paper towel or a towel. And since I like combining ink, I'm going to use my Staedtler 8 pigment liner set. I'm going to be using the 0.5. Because why not? And take your time. Because a little bit of black goes a long way. And I like this, but something is missing. So, hold on. I'm going to use my Jelly Roll Gold and again, why not? And you can clean off this with a paper towel. And use it again for your next one. Or you can leave it alone and reactivate it with a little bit of water. So how do you like it? Hopefully you can see it. I hope you enjoyed it today, and I want to encourage you to play around with your supplies. Now you could have had white or gold or silver. Just have fun and experiment. Remember to VOTE because it's close, and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have fun with your supplies.